From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Friday, March 10th, 2023.
For the Detroit Free Press Autos team, I'm Jamie LaRue. 1 week after General Motors unexpectedly fired several hundred salaried workers, it is trimming its workforce again. GM said Thursday it will offer a voluntary separation program to all U.S. salaried workers with at least 5 years of service and to all global executives with at least 2 years of service. The idea is to reduce costs by accelerating attrition to avoid future involuntary cuts, CEO Mary Barra told workers in a memo. GM has said it wants to reduce its costs by $2 billion by the end of next year. It is not saying how many employees it expects will take the separation offers. The package for qualified U.S. salaried workers includes 1 month of pay for every year of service with a cap of 12 months. They would get a prorated performance bonus, too. For global executives, the package includes their base salary and incentives. Both groups would get COBRA and outplacement benefits. Qualified employees have until March 24th to decide.
I'm Sue Solaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. A new crispy chicken sandwich made its debut at a Metro Detroit chain known for its chicken wings. The Detroit Wing Company added 2 new chicken sandwiches to its menus at more than a dozen Metro Detroit locations. The 2 crispy chicken sandwich varieties are the Classic and the Honey Butter Hot. Both versions start with chicken breasts that are hand battered and then fried. The result is juicy chicken with a crispy, crackly crust. The classic version is coated with Detroit Wing Company's savory dry rub seasoning. The hot version is coated with a honey butter hot rub. If you can handle the heat, the honey butter hot rub has a good hot bite to it. The classic is also nicely seasoned with just a hint of heat to the seasonings. Both sandwiches are a good size with ample chicken and served on a soft potato roll topped with mayonnaise and dill pickles. The chicken sandwiches are available at all Detroit Wing Company locations in Michigan, as well as in Ohio and Florida. The sandwiches are $7.95 each.
From music writer and critic Robert McCollum, The Cure will make its first Metro Detroit visit since 2004 when the band plays Pine Knob Music Theater on June 13th. The show was part of the just-announced Songs of a Lost World Tour, a 30-date run that will take Robert Smith and company across the U.S. and Canada this summer, including 3 nights at New York's Madison Garden and 3 at LA's Hollywood Bowl. Seats will be available through Ticketmaster's verified fan program, which requires advance sign-up ahead of purchase. Registration is available now through 10 p.m. March 13th, with tickets going on sale March 15th. The Cure made its name in the 1980s on the vanguard of Britain's goth rock post-punk movement, crossing over to mainstream American success with singles such as Love Song and Friday, I'm in Love. In recent years, the band has mostly played European dates, festivals, and specialty shows. This is the group's first North American tour since 2016.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, updating you on the Big Ten tournament. It was one and done for the Wolverines on Thursday as Michigan went cold shooting in the second half and lost to Rutgers 62-50 in the second round of the league playoff in Chicago. Hunter Dickinson, perhaps playing his final game of the Maize and Blue, scored 24 points, but it wasn't enough. Next up for U of M, almost certainly, is the NIT, but that's if they even really want to go. Meanwhile, Michigan State begins their run in the Big Ten tournament with a game against Ohio State starting around 2:30 this afternoon. The Spartans beat the Buckeyes twice this season, including in MSU's most recent game, topping OSU 84-78 on this past Saturday. A.J. Hoggard scored 23 points in that one. If MSU wins, they'll play either Rutgers or Purdue in Saturday's semifinals. And by the end of the weekend, we'll know where Tom Izzo and company will be for the big dance.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, visit freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.